Hi guys, my name is Dede. Welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, it's lovely to have you. But if you're old, hey boo, it's nice to have you back. In today's recipe, I want to give you a classic, delicious, flavor-packed shrimp fried rice recipe. It is so amazing and it's to die for. You can have this for every occasion and it will be a hit over and over again. So let's get started with this recipe. First off, we need some rice. Okay, so in a clean pot, I'm going to add some oil and sweat up some onions. Right after the onions are nicely cooked, I'm going to add some curry powder, and this is going to give us that beautiful rich yellow color that we need for our fried rice. So make sure you stir it very nicely and get it incorporated before we go in to add our long grain jasmine rice. You can go ahead and use basmati rice or whichever rice you want. I love my fried rice with jasmine rice, so that's what I'm going for. Mix it really well to make sure that everything is nicely incorporated and the curry powder is evenly distributed. Okay, next up, I'm going to leave this for about 5 minutes to toast really nicely. Toasting it gives me a great result, which I love. I use that skill or that technique for my jollof rice, for my angamo, mainly for all of my rice dishes, and it comes out really nice. So I'll encourage you to try it as well. Now I've added some chicken stock that I have in my fridge to this. Okay, I baked some chicken yesterday, so here's the stock that I've added to it. If you have any stock, go ahead and add it, but if you do not have any stock, you can add 1 stock cube to it, okay, to give you that stock taste. Also, I've added some water and some salt to taste. I'm going to give this a very good mix and allow it to cook for between 15 to 18 minutes. Keep an eye on it. You don't want this to be soft, so make sure that you're adding the right quantity of water to it. Now that our rice is out of the way, we can start with our shrimps. Okay, so I'm seasoning my shrimps with some seafood seasoning from Badia, yes, and then some black pepper and salt. I'm going to give this a very good mix and then allow it to sit until I'm ready to fry. And I want the rice to be ready before I go ahead to start frying, because when we start frying, we're not stopping until we are all done. Now our rice is done cooking. I'm going to spread it on the tray and then let it sit in my freezer just to cool down, and then get the freezer to harden it up just a little bit. That's what is going to give us the amazing fried rice texture. Now that our rice is also done, we're going to put our fried rice together. So first, I'm going to scramble some eggs, and I'm whisking it really well because I want some air nicely incorporated into it. That way, when it's scrambled, it comes out chuffy and nice. I don't know if you get what I mean, but yeah, that's how I like to do it. So just a little bit of oil, and then I'm going to pour this into it and then scramble it nicely. If today is your first time joining my channel, a warm welcome to you. I hope you're loving it already. If you haven't subscribed, kindly click on the subscribe button and then hit on the notification bell so you're notified anytime I upload a new content. I'll be elated to have you here over and over again watching and trying my recipes. Next, I'm going to start frying my shrimps. So I'm going to add a little bit of oil to my pot, and then I'm going to fry some onions, just a little bit of onions to bring up some flavors. I'm going to be building up flavors for my fried rice, and the shrimp being the main thing has got to be really nice and decadent. So yes, I'm going to fry the onions just for a bit, and then I'm going to be adding some chili flakes to it. Yes, chili flakes. You do not want to miss this step. It is amazing. It's going to give your shrimp this lovely, beautiful taste and add just a little bit of heat to our fried rice, which you're going to love. So because of this, if you can eat your fried rice without sauce, and it's just going to go really well. So after I fry it for a bit, I'm going to add my shrimps to it. Make sure that you lay out nicely, or you just spread it nicely in your pot so that every part of the shrimp is hitting the pot so that it cooks really well. I'm going to fry the shrimps for just about 3 minutes, not more than 3 minutes. The last thing you want is to have overcooked shrimps. Overcooked shrimps are just not good. Like, you just not love it. It's just going to be so chewy and all of that and tough. No. So we're going to flip it just after a minute and a half or so, and then we're going to fry it for about 1 more minute, and then our shrimps will be done. I hope you're enjoying the recipe so far. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, click on the like button and click on the share button so you can share for others to see as well. They're going to love this recipe, and then they're going to thank you later. Also, I'll be leaving all the ingredients in the description box below, so click on the description box and check it out as well. The shrimps are done now, so I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of my onions to my pot. Now this is the onions that I'll be using for the fried rice itself. So we're going to sweat out these onions a little bit, but I noticed that the oil in the pot was too small, so I can add a little bit now and then go ahead to cook. If the oil is enough for you, that's fine, but it's fried rice. You want the rice to fry, so there has to be a little bit of oil in it to help it fry nicely. Now after it's sweated up nicely and beautifully, I'm going to add the secret ingredients. Ginger. Grated ginger in fried rice is everything. It's amazing. You wouldn't want to miss this step for anything. You can even go ahead and add some shredded garlic to it, just about a clove or two to it, and it's also going to give you amazeballs flavor. Okay, so if you're a garlic lover, go ahead and shred some in there and you're going to enjoy it really well. Now I've added some frozen vegetables, so it makes vegetables, but I love a lot of peas, so I added extra peas to mine and I washed the ice off it before throwing them in there. We're going to give this a very good mix, but these vegetables are just blunt like that. We need to add some flavors to it and give it some taste. So over here I'm sprinkling some black pepper on there, and I'm going to add a little bit of salt to it and then fry it up really beautifully. At this point everything goes really fast, so you have to have everything at hand so you can easily reach out to them and then throw them in. Once our vegetables are nicely fried, we did that for about just a minute or so, we're going to add our rice. And at this point, the rice is already looking like leftover rice, which is what we would love. Okay, so because I put it in the freezer, so do not forget to let it sit in the freezer for a bit. So we're going to add all of our rice and give this a good mix. At this point everything is beginning to come together really nicely and really beautifully. The aromas are beginning to develop nicely and my mouth is already watering. I can't wait for this dish to be done. You guys are going to love this recipe. You need to give it a try when you have guests or visitors whatsoever. You want to give your husband or your partner this lovely dinner or lunch, you want to try this recipe. Dede's recipes got you covered. Okay, so also I've added some all-purpose soy sauce to my fried rice, and I've also added some oyster sauce. I'm going to give this a very good mix. Those two ingredients are really key into having your fried rice like the takeout, like the Chinese takeout. This is like excellent. Like this is better than takeout. You're going to really love and enjoy this. Now I've added my eggs, my scrambled eggs, and then in goes our shrimps. Be sure to add all of the juices from the shrimps because yeah, we want to taste our shrimps in our fried rice. After all, it's shrimp fried rice, right? At this point everything is almost done. We're almost done. We're going to just mix it up and then let it cook for just about 45 seconds and it should be all done. This was easy, right? This recipe is so easy and so tasty. You want to taste for salt to ensure that the salt is good. If you need more salt, just go in and sprinkle a little bit of salt on there, and in no time our shrimp fried rice is ready. This is amazing. It's delicious. You're going to love this so much. And then when I fetch it and put it into my pot or in my serving dish, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of green onions on there, and it's just going to add to the flavors and then just give it this beautiful nice color. Shrimp fried rice is ready. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Do not forget to subscribe and then hit on the notification bell. Also give this video a thumbs up and do not forget to share. I'll see you soon in my next video. Enjoy it and then have fun.